Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hello, happy Monday, the first Monday of November 2024. It is 11. Oh, sorry, I was going to say 11. It's November 4th, 2024. Sorry, I'm still getting everything up and running here. And I know we're starting a little bit later than what I normally do when I do these morning streams, but that's just how the morning has been. It's actually been fantastic of a morning for me so far. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to flex, but I'm feeling phenomenal. Had a great meeting this morning about some things that I'm working on. I had a fantastic run. I've started training again. I think I talked about this recently, or at least in a previous live stream. So my times have just been improving. Today I took the weekend off just to rest some injuries and came back, and my time was even better. So I'm feeling fantastic overall. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. I did too. And we are here now in the final countdown. The final countdown. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, job reports came back not too great last Friday. We have the election tomorrow, which I think a lot of people are thinking is going to impact crypto and Bitcoin in some significant way. And you might be right. You might be wrong. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Bitcoin doesn't matter who's president. It doesn't matter. Like, everybody's going to print money, right? So whether it's in the near future or the long term, I still think 2025 remains unchanged. My thesis remains unchanged. And I think, of course, all of that filters down into the rest of the crypto market. But obviously, I'll have an opinion on that one way or another, and we'll see how things play out tomorrow. And then we have the FOMC meeting later this week. I think Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll get another potential rate cut if that is in the mix. It sounds like it should be, but I don't know if you guys watched the video I put out yesterday. And for those who didn't, just a little bit, I'm not telling you have to go watch it, but the TLDR on that was about Bitcoin during the week of US presidential elections. You go back to 2020, 2016, 2012, and in each of those times, the price of Bitcoin was, during each of those times, the price of Bitcoin was the lowest it would ever be again, which is wild, which is absolutely wild to me. So the fact that we're here now and Bitcoin is 67-ish K, right? 67, 68K. I don't know. History doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. I would love to see this pattern obviously continue, and for us to never revisit these prices again. So that is where we're at. That is how we are doing. And you can see how that is playing out so far with SPS, DEC. Everything is just kind of down in the market. Hive continues to bleed out. And here's the thing. I have nothing against Hive. We're in Hive now. So it's like, it is what it is. But I don't see a scenario in which like Hive pumps like it did in the past. I mean, maybe it does. And again, I'm not trying to rule everything out here or anything out. But like Hive is just irrelevant in so many ways. And I know that's not going to be like nice coming from me, but you look at the charts here, you look at like what's being built on Hive, and Splinterlands, if anything, I think is going to help drive whatever's happening on Hive. But, for us to get back to, what was it? Like $3 was the all-time high? I don't know, something like that. All-time high was $3.42. That's wild. I just don't see that. I just don't particularly see it, but I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see how things play out. That being said, why am I focused on that? Well, because this is the underlying chain. The hope is that the game will be so good that people don't care what chain it's on, and I think to a certain extent, that argument has already been validated. By myself and many others who came in during the last bull run. I had no idea what Hive was. I didn't care. Like, the only things that I was really, really messing around with last time was obviously Bitcoin. I had assets on ETH. I wasn't even playing around with Solana much during the bull run, right? I didn't start playing with Solana until I got involved with STEPN, and I think that was in 2022. So after, when we had started entering the bear market, but it hadn't been like officially designated the bear market yet. So, I did have some in Luna and BNB, and that was actually my kind of entry point into the game. So as long as we have that, I think it'll be fine. It's just, you know, Hive, I don't know. And here's the thing. I actually like Hive. The Hive community is awesome. And obviously, I've been posting a ton on Hive, and I hope to continue growing my stake on there and, you know, see where the platform goes in the future. I like the fact that it's, you know, decentralized and all that. But yeah, this thing has done nothing but bleed for the last 3 years. And while I would expect a pump, I'm not expecting a new all-time high. So that's where we're at with that. Just for the fun of it, I'll show you the Bitcoin chart because we were playing around with this on, what day was that? Or I guess yesterday when I was showing it off. But you go to, let's see, here's November of 2020. Now I have to be very careful, right? Because 11.8 is, I mean, that's a little bit after. I think it was on 11.8, like we all, oh, here, 11.1.2020, we were at 13,700. So even with the massive sell-off that happened in November of 2022, right, FTX collapsed and all that, we still didn't get down to 13,000. That was the closest. But then you go back to 2016. Where is it? If we can get to the first week of 2016, $700. We never went back down there. Bitcoin during that bull run hit 20K and then came down to, I think, 3,500 during COVID. Well, 3,500 in Q4 of 2018. The entire market was red then, but then once again in 2020 we came down around that area too. And then of course, I mean, we get down here and it's just like wild. It's just wild to think about. I wish I'd been paying attention to Bitcoin in what year was this? 2012. $11. Oh man, what a time. What a time to be alive. All right, so we got Bolts in the house. El Final. Let's go. El Fin. Tail says the DAO should have just given SPL a sub-rate loan for 500K for 5 years and been done with it rather than saddle us with a shitcoin. You're talking about Hive? Yeah, you know, well, damn, it's tough. It's tough, Tails. Like, I know we had to do that to get the money from Hive, and at least the money's coming from somewhere. I don't like the fact that I don't particularly like the fact that we sold ETH for it, but here's the difference though. I will say this. We sold it. We have Hive. I don't mind selling off Hive. I know that, you know, the Hive community may not look at that particularly favorably. I don't mind selling off Hive. I don't mind selling off HBD. If that can create a source of consistent income for the DAO, I'll actually be quite happy with that. Especially like the HBD part. I've made videos on it. Now you could say the same thing for ETH, right? I mean, we had some ETH. We could have staked it ourselves and earned, you know, the 5% yield or whatever it is on it. But we can also still do that now. Like at the end of the day, whatever, let's put it this way. In this upcoming bull run, which I think we're all, you know, being hopeful and optimistic about, it's not going to be like ETH and Bitcoin. Well, we're not even holding Bitcoin. But it's not going to be like ETH and BNB doing crazy numbers that resupply the DAO with value. It has to be, and it wouldn't be Hive either, right? It's got to be SPS, right? That's the biggest thing. SPS and then obviously DEC getting to peg and maintaining peg and us being able to find a way to dollar cost average out without dumping on the marketplace into other tokens. So at the end of the day, it's like, sure, ETH, I mean, maybe ETH does like a 3, 5, 10x or something like that. Like, that's cool. But, you know, I think the hope is that over time, SPS, and well, not over time, but over the next 12 months, if the bull run can take off, SPS can go significantly higher than that in terms of returns. And, you know, who knows? What if I'm wrong? What if I am wrong about Hive and it ends up being decent in terms of its returns? The question is, are we going to have the ability to exit our position? And there's like a 13-week unstaking period and all that, but I don't know. Either way, the DAO's funds are going to come from being able to dollar cost average out of DEC. So Bolt says, "What's up, folks? Hope everyone is ready for Turkey Day." Yeah. You know what? I've already started putting up my holiday decorations over the weekend. It's like Halloween was done, and now I'm ready, man. Holiday season's fantastic. Boom Me says, "What happened to the markets?" I mean, I think that this is just uncertainty. There was a lot of hype heading into last week. I think a lot of people are just taking profits because there's a little bit of uncertainty around what's going to happen with the election. But my thought process is, as soon as there's a resolution, which, maybe on Tuesday, which may take a couple of days, I don't know, whatever it ends up being, as soon as there's a resolution, the market's going to return to form. So Bolt says, "Nothing out of the ordinary. Why Boom Me? Any whales dump or what?" Oh, wait. Are we talking about Bitcoin and crypto markets? Or are we talking about Splinterlands? Because Splinterlands, there's nothing going on right now. That being said, I wonder, is tomorrow, hold on, is tomorrow a release day? Like an official release window day on the team? Hold up. Where is one event? And that is, oh, no, I'm in the wrong. I was in the wrong server. 2 events. Okay. Planned maintenance Tuesday, November 12th. And Town Hall Thursday, November 21st. Okay, so I guess there's no maintenance tomorrow. So I don't know what's happening then. Oh, but you know what? Actually, hold on. There doesn't need to be maintenance. Tomorrow we are going to have the Hall of Legends go live. All right, in fact, let's take a look at that real quick. Where am I at? All right, so we have Hall of Legends going live tomorrow, and then the auction going live on Wednesday. So there'll actually be a little bit of excitement happening. Maybe I should do a later live stream tomorrow. Actually, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. How are people feeling about these cards? Like, is this something that you're going to want to get? These don't seem as powerful as like Night Stalker. Like, Night Stalker seems like a card you have to have. Rune Arcanist, I think if this card had been 4 mana, it would have been like a no-brainer. You have to get this card, right? Like Mana Warden. But 7 mana is so high. And then Rick Lanomon is cool. But I don't know. I'm just being honest. I'm not as excited for these cards. Even though I have not gotten any of the cards, but like they just don't excite me in the same way as Sanctus Vicar, Eleanor Brayfoot, or Night Stalker. Like I wasn't even that big a fan of Delia. I think Rick Lanomon might be cooler than Delia. I might go for him a little bit more just because he's got a lot going for him. I do like Rune Arcanist because of the phase ward. I think that's actually quite useful, considering that I use Mana Warden for the shield as well. So, I don't know. All right, let's hop back into the chat. And let's see. Any 69K gang left? When Moon. I think the fun starts very soon. For Bitcoin. I don't know about the rest of the market. I think the rest of the market maybe happens next year. We've already hit 60% Bitcoin dominance. That doesn't mean we won't go higher. But the sentiment around Bitcoin is just fantastic right now. Alts are not quite there yet. So obviously once Bitcoin gets into price discovery mode, and if you go back 4 years, it took a while, right? It took a while. So there's a video I put out like called like when can we expect like the SPS and altcoin rally? If you go back, like Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. I think it was in November or December of 2020, and alts were like not doing anything, and ETH did not start rising until January, and then things like just took off across the entire marketplace. So I can see something like that, something similar happening this time around, right? There's a lot of hesitation right now. A lot of people aren't sure. Like everything's down. SPS is down. Prime is down. Gala is down, right? Like all these different tokens are not at their best. But once things start to pick up, I can see Bitcoin getting into price discovery mode, it doing its thing for a month or at least a couple of weeks before the rest of the market starts to pick up. Bolt says, a lot of day traders are taking profits, perhaps because of good old early Christmas shopping. Yeah, potentially. So I don't know. We'll see. Not surprised. Blogging says, I think that the auction and legends compete against each other. I will not buy any legends for 100 days because I'm trying to win an auction. Huh. Okay. Well, that does make things kind of interesting though. Because what happens if you can't, like, you have 100 days of the legends. So wouldn't you want to like wait until closer to the end? Let people, let all, like, okay, this would be my strategy. But again, granted, I'm not, I don't play at the highest levels of the game. I don't need every card. I'm not a collector. I'm also not chasing like the vanity metrics of having like #1 or top 10 or something like that. So I wouldn't mind waiting until one of the last ones. Like if I was to buy and I ended up buying like 87, right? Number 87, like that would be totally cool too, right? Like it wouldn't be a big deal, which means that I would actually probably just start saving up capital and, you know, purchasing whatever I needed along the way. But fair enough, man. I mean, you can't own everything. Going back to what Aggie said. You fellas seen the People's Card Challenge? Those cards look sweet. You know, I'm not following it, sadly. Shout out to the People's Guild. Love them, but I have not been following what's going on there. I know that they were doing something cool though, so I'll need to catch up. I know that there was a down haul on Friday too with PJ. I haven't listened to that either. I have it on my like list of things to check out soon, so hopefully I'll be able to do that in the today, I guess. Let's see if there's anything else. It was a busy morning. I like did not have. Yeah, I feel like I have like a bunch of notifications that I haven't gotten to yet. Okay. Go to the People's Guild page on Peak D. All right. Shall we do it? Let's do it. Let's go to the People's Guild. There's a countdown on this. Look at that. That's cool. The episode challenge Dominion Part 2. Is this what we're talking about? Oh, I still got to finish the DJ conversation. What is this? I'm so lost. Do I actually have to go to Peak D? peakd.com/the People's Guild. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, there we go. I have to put that at. The People's Guild. There we go. All posts. Is it the Dominion challenge? Dominion challenge. Design your own Dominion cards. Welcome back to People's Guild. In part 1, we asked the community to brainstorm powerful elements, specific abilities unique to each splinter. Now it's time to bring these abilities to life. Your task, should you choose to accept it, is to design. Sorry, I added that in. Mission Impossible reference. 3 unique Dominion cards, 2 common, 1 legendary, no overlapping splinters. Each card should represent a different splinter, showcasing the diversity of Dominion set. Integrate the new abilities from part 1. Submission guidelines, card details. This is cool. Consider how these cards would add value to guild battles. They might shift tactics within the game. Or throw the large prize, our largest prize pool yet. We're excited to celebrate the community's creativity in this 3-part Dominion challenge by the end of part 3. Ooh, 3,000 SPS. That's cool, man. People's Guild, always keeping it fun. Love it, love it, love it. Let me give them a full upvote here. See, and that's the thing, right? Like, I'm even looking at, looks like I missed a couple. Oh, this is 8 days ago, sorry. Dragon, what's going on? How are you? What's the news on the street? I don't know, man. I don't think there's too much going on. I mean, not like, sorry, I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. It's just kind of like same old, same old. There's not much else happening at the moment, Splinterlands wise. There's a lot happening in the world, which is fascinating and, you know, something that we should be paying attention to. But in the world of Splinterlands, in the world of Praetoria, I don't think there's much going on. Although we will start to lock up a lot more DEC. So here's the thing. Here's my thought process with this. I'm looking at the promo cards, right? Both Legends as well as the auction promo. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, once again, here we are in a situation where, oh, it looks like the team took their DEC as well. So that's cool. Here we are in a situation where we're 20% away from PEG. And it's not like there's like a huge demand on DEC, meaning like, it's not like people are buying a bunch of DEC. Obviously that would drive, you know, DEC up quite a bit. So we're seeing players are sitting on a lot, which means if they're planning to participate and we start locking up, you know, hundreds of thousands, millions, tens of millions of DEC every day, like that's not coming from the marketplace, you know? And here's the thing. If anything, it might be creating a situation where, well, I don't know if people are buying. I don't know who would be buying, who in their right mind would be buying stuff with credits right now. You can literally get a 20% discount, but you know, as we see credits come into the ecosystem, all right, with the company DEC going down, that'll be something to watch. Okay, so we're 962, 963 packs. Damn, that's slowed down so much. You got to see if Bitcoin's going to do its thing. You know, even the estimated values come down. Huh. All right. I have a ton of energy, so, I mean, physically and in the game. Actually, I'm a little, my legs are a little sore, but let's do it. Play some battle, shall we? All right, while we're with it. Oh, you want me to check out part 1? Okay, we can go back. Bananas is here. If you're buying cards that are priced in USD, credits make just as much sense as DEC. For packs, not as much. No, true. So I'm not saying that credits shouldn't be coming into the ecosystem. I'm just saying if you were buying stuff, if you were buying the promo card specifically, then buying in DEC makes way more sense. In fact, I don't know, you probably can't even use credits for the auction promo, right? That seems like it's only in DEC, which makes sense. But yeah, buying cards, I mean, I still think that buying cards right now is one of the easiest ways people are probably transferring into crypto, which again, you know, it's kind of a backdoor way. I'm not doing it, but if I was looking to buy a lot of Hive-based crypto, then why not? Okay. Little League. Oh, gotta hide the starter cards again. I think we're gonna go. I really like having this as my lead guy there. Boop, boop, let's get a little more protection on the back. And actually, you know what? We're going to go with a melee heavy team right now. So what I want is, let's put Vruz here. Let's put Dampier Infiltrator there. Yeah, I like this. And we'll see how that goes. All right, while we wait for that. So, oh yeah, buying a promo with credits is silly indeed, bananas. 12, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you. How's the welcome to the family stuff going? You didn't get the YouTube notification again. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what else to do. I guess I'm shadow banned. What controversial opinions have I had that would get me shadow banned? I'm curious. You guys who have been here on the streams and on the channel, follow me for a bit. What am I saying that goes against the establishment, huh? Or is it just the fact that we're in crypto gaming? Oh man. Okay. Where is... Hold up. You know what? We'll just wait for the battle to come through. Do. All right. Excellent stream health all over the place. Let's see. Ankh is saying, I bought a max gold foil ruler of the seas yesterday. Congratulations. That's a solid card. It's 6 a.m. in Sydney. Oh wow. Well, thank you for spending your morning with us, Ankh. Tell me, what does it look like on that side of the world? Tell me who's going to win the election tomorrow. It's already Tuesday for you. Give us a little sneak peek of the future. Gosh, it takes so long for people to put their teams in. Come on. Oh, they went fire. Okay, interesting. Okay, bad thing is I'm going to get them... Ouch. See, I get them buffed up right away for like the rest of the match, which is not fantastic. Oh, at least we hit it. And come on, hit your shot. There we go. Oh wait, he's guaranteed to hit, so we're good. All right, now what we need to do is hit some poisons. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, he did his job. Very happy about that. Oh, they didn't miss. How wonderful. Oh, but that was a waste of a hit. Oh, missed again. I mean, well, they missed. Sorry, not again. Okay, cool. Oh, wow, he missed again. Interesting. I mean, not my favorite thing. Well, you know what? It's fine. If they're missing, that means I get more attacks. There you go. Wow, lots of misses. I will take it. I think we got this one in the bag now. Oh, wow, he didn't even stick the poison. How lucky are we? All right. Game, set, match. We used 2 promo cards, and our SPS earnings are at 9.1. Man, this season has been a rough go. And we had a gold card. Let's see. How am I doing so far this season? 41 out of 89. So I'm not even at 50% right now. I don't know if I just ended the season too high last season or what, but it's like things have gotten significantly more difficult. I did finish, I think, in Diamond 1. So I started in Diamond 3, and I've just been kind of floating around here. But having a less than 50% win rate is not fun. I mean, that probably means hopefully I'll go on a win streak later on in the season if I finish in like Diamond 2 or Diamond 1. But I suppose early season is always tough. All right, wow, it's just taking forever. Tail says YouTube must have an anti-copium filter enabled. Indeed, indeed. All we do on this channel is cope. Oh, there goes the lights. That's funny. You know, I gotta be honest. I'm not a fan of these newer rule sets. And I know I've said this in the past, but it's like they're so much more restrictive, and it's like they targeted Dr. Blight. Like Dr. Blight doesn't have speed of 3 or more. He doesn't have a attack 3 or more. He doesn't have armor. So like 5 of the new rule sets are just pissing me off because I can't throw Dr. Blight into the mix. And I know he's not the answer to everything, but he is the answer to a lot, at least for me right now. I don't even know what to do here. Whoa. My whole table's shaking. Oh, see, not having certain cards leveled up is not a good sign. You know what? I guess let's go with death. Is that what we want to do here? Bro, I don't even know. I'm just trying. Okay. I don't even like this team, but it is what it is. We'll figure it out. All right, so Banana says, I see where you're coming from, but I don't mind those restricted rule sets just because there are so many cards. It's nice to rule some out. I suppose, but you know, my collection isn't as large as everybody else's, so I get a little frustrated. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. I had a feeling that they would go with whatever his name is, Immortalis, which is why I went heavy on the range here, plus the speed. So my hope is that we can take advantage of that. Oh, this might be perfect. Am I going to get a Bloodlust? Oh, shoot. Not yet. Okay, so we got rid of that slow. Huge cripple there. Take him out. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. You know what? I'm going to have a problem, though, with him. Because I can't kill him. All right, I can't. That's not what I meant to say. Oh, and we got stunned? Oh, lame. All right, we lost. Oh, no, never mind. We lost. What was I thinking? Dragon says, so true. The good Dr. Blight never gets old. I mean, he's still one of my favorite cards. I use him so much. And granted, maybe that's why I'm able to have the success that I have. And as soon as he gets rotated out to wild, then, you know, modern format for me will get increasingly difficult. Okay, we're gonna have some fun here. I want to go full speed ahead. So, and I want to go balls to the wall on this. Let's do him. Let's do him. Oh wait, actually, and these two. Let's throw. He's a good tank up front. Okay, for 5 mana, what can we do? Something with speed would be cool. Increase speed? I don't know. Oh, you know what I'm missing here? A force field would be nice. But you know what? There's nobody force field, so odds. There are not that many people force field with odds. It's okay. We'll figure it out. So I'm gonna go with Void Dragon then. I think that's the best option. Okay, so let's do that. Then I want Oshur here. Jared Scar there. And yeah, we're just trying to beef up Jared Scar this entire time. We'll get 3 Martyrs. And that should make things really fun. Hopefully the other team doesn't have Tofu, because if they do, then... Well, actually, even if they do, we shall see. Tofu's just so good. Where am I at with this? All right. I'm just checking something real quick, guys. Here we go. Oh, wow. Nidhogger. Don't see that around much. At least it feels like I haven't. I don't want to be like overconfident, but I think I have this, right? I mean, this guy can't even heal himself. Where's the blast? Oh, the blast is going to be killer if they choose to go with blast. Or execute, actually. No, they went with blast. Wait, did they only choose... Hold on. Blast? Oh, and blast. Okay. Ouch. That hurts a lot. Oh, that hurts so much. Well, so much for that. Dr. Blight's not Dr. Blight, whatever his name is, not even going to get a chance. Damn it. Freaking Nidhogger. Well, hey. There you go. Shows how good it is. I beat Lily. That was a solid team for me, too. I mean, just goes to show where we're at. When I say solid, I mean, I've won with that team or that kind of strategy in the past. But, you know, like, see this right here, 41 out of 90. Right now, the voice in my head is screaming, turn your bot on and stop playing. You'll get more time in your day. You'll be less frustrated. And yeah, but you know, I guess I got to pay the 2,000 DEC for that. I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, okay, maybe this season I don't, you know, go for it. But so far the frustration has been real. And last season, let's see, what was the split like last season? So last season I played 237 battles with 127 wins here in Modern. In Wild, I played 204 battles with 106 wins. And let's go to the battle log. Yeah, I know I suck. I didn't do my brawls, but I didn't do my brawls like ever last couple seasons. 4.8. You're like, see, that's the thing. You're winning like half the amount of SPS. And I was able to get to a point where like the amount of glint I was earning was not bad. Like, see here in Modern, I'm at 602 versus like where I'd be starting off in Wild right now. But you know what? I think I just got to do it. Oh, the other benefit was that I'm able to rent out a lot more SPS if I just stick around in Modern because the requirements are not as high. So there is that. All right. You know, this is becoming a rule set I've disliked more and more because I feel like I'm getting it a lot. Like, if there was a second least favorite rule set, it would be this neutrals only. A lot of this stuff is just, why do you get it all the time? You know what? Hold up. We're gonna test something out here because obviously I do play the game quite a bit, but I want to go check and see if there's like rule sets that I haven't seen in a very long time. All right, I'm gonna try something here. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna try it. I'm just gonna go straight offense. We'll see what happens. All right, while that's going on, let's do this. Gameplay rule sets. Okay, so what I'm checking for, switch to icons. Is this updated? I mean, it doesn't have the newest stuff on it. But you know what? I guess if I'm being honest, there's not like one out there that I feel like I'm not getting very often. I guess it's a good diversity, so I'll shut my mouth. All right, let's see, what do they do? Okay, they went with literally the same exact team, just a different order, which I probably should have gone with that order because I think I lost. Oh, we won. Okay. So the original team I had in there, as you'll see, was, what's his name? The blind dude. Spirit Hoarder. Because I thought we'd face something similar on the other side, but I'm glad we went with offense. Now I'm curious. Oh, we hit the poison. Oh, they hit the poison too. So what's the deal here? Oh, interesting. Ouch. Wait, how the hell did we win? Their team played perfect. Oh, you know what? You know what? That's what it is. Oh, wow. We're going to have like one extra turn. Oh, and there's only a level 3 Dr. Blight. Wow, but look at that. They really tried. The RNG really tried to screw me. That should not have been that close. Friggin' RNG. All right, well, we're getting some wins. Man, you guys are awfully quiet today. I don't know if it's just Monday or what, but you out there, and it's okay. We got a new follow. Yo, G Sammy from YouTube. Let's go. Out on Twitch. Hello. How you doing? How's the game going for you? So we'll probably just do a couple more here, and then I actually got a lot of errands I want to take care of. See, I'm not trying to be an alarmist, but I kind of don't want to be roaming around the rest of the week. So it's like, I want to take care of a bunch of things today, ideally. And then see what happens tomorrow. I'm going to go out and, do my civic duty of voting. Oh, see, here's another one where armor is required. Okay, well, you know what? Actually, that's fine because I still get to abuse this. Okay, so actually, you know what? Maybe Olivia from the block is not a good pick for this one. Who are my other magic people? And maybe, you know what? We're going to get Olivia. And we're actually going to do Uriel. But does that leave room for anybody else? No, it doesn't. I don't know how I feel about that. But you know what? That's fine. We're going to put Olivia there. We're actually going to reverse this. Wait, no. Helmet Calfa. There we go. Okay. So, because my guess is that we might potentially see a sneak attacker. So obviously we get the Thorns triggered. Well, it's Thorns a rule set. But at least we can't get poisoned in the back there. That's the hope. All right. You're on your way to work, Ankh? Oh, no. Thanks for being here, guys. I know. It's not always the craziest thing. And like I said, there's actually not much going on right now. So I'm literally playing battles. There's not much to like dig into and whatever. I do wonder. Okay, so if we're not getting maintenance tomorrow, it's just going to be the cards going live. That'll be cool. You're battling, but here and lurking. Thanks. All right, cool. RG Sammy says, I'm ready to buy a deck. I would like a good budget aggro deck that someone suggests me to play with. Are you talking about... Wait, what are you talking about? Splinterlands, or are you talking about Parallel? Ah, see, look, called it. There it is. It's even gold. It's a gold Uraeus. Oh, no, they have a level 5 Olivia. That could be a problem. Ooh. Wow, we got rid of their Olivia. That was clutch. I think we got this. I don't want to get like overly confident. But see, now he's gone. They don't have much left. He's going to get one more attack, but then he's done, and I'm done. Boop. Oh, and now she got Reflection Shield. Oh, that's game, set, match. Yeah, well, obviously we win now. Oh, now I got Amplify. That would have been nicer to have earlier. Clutch. Look at that. I'm telling you, man. And actually, this wasn't even dominated by Gladiators. Okay, so you are talking about Splinterlands. A budget aggro deck. Because that's not what I would use. That's not the terminology I would use. So there's two ways to go about it, G Sammy. I think you have a couple of options here. And you can either go wide or you can go deep. What do I mean by that? Okay, so if you go wide and you bring in X amount of dollars, whatever it is, you can choose to just get, say, like a diversified deck, but at lower levels, meaning that you can get cards that like across all of the different elements, but you know, to have them all at max level is going to be extremely difficult. The other way you can do this, and this might be more effective, we've seen, you know, bots do this in the past, and I'm not, you know, just because a bot doesn't mean it's necessarily bad, but instead of focusing on all of the different splinters or elements, just focus on a couple, right? Therefore, you can go super deep, super heavy into a couple of different ones. And obviously every rule set, you know, you might get some rule sets where it's like, you can't use those splinters or those elements, or, you know, certain cards are not available to you. But at least in the ones that you can play, you're competitive. I genuinely don't know what the better strategy is. I think you'll have a better win rate, but you'll have, like, with a diversified deck, you might have a better win rate. You'll be more consistent, but once you'll like reach a level, right? There'll be a ceiling there. On the flip side, you might be able to climb a little bit higher with max cards, but I don't know. It really just depends. Dragon says, hey, nothing wrong with planning on laying low sometimes, or rather lying low. Yeah. Oh, hey, after sound really low in ChatGPT 4.0 and seeing what amazing help it does for coding, it's crazy. It's fantastic, man. I mean, I don't code, but I see some phenomenal things that people post online about it. Yeah, Splinterlands. All right, so with Splinterlands, I would suggest starting by renting cards instead of buying. That's actually a great suggestion as well. We do have a very robust rental system, both for cards and for SPS, and I think people should avail of that before making any kind of major purchases. G-Sam says, oh, sorry, I played other card games. I don't know if aggro exists in this game. Yeah, like, again, not that you're wrong. I wouldn't use that to describe. I would describe it as like going heavy into certain, you know, elements. Now, if you want like aggro elements, even though every element is balanced somewhat well, which is kind of annoying because you'd want elements to have their own like certain like abilities and such. I would say that fire is always something that's like super powerful. Like when I think aggro, I think fire, and that might be shaded from previous things. But you know, there's just a lot of speed, a lot of blast and fire. I have a lot of fun playing with that. But you know, life, earth, like they're not necessarily known for that as much, in my opinion. Water, you know, water could definitely be considered aggro. I mean, there's so many good like melee and magic units. The speed is fantastic. The power is phenomenal. So I like, if you were going to focus, I would go with fire and water. Dragon, also checked out cards that have abilities at low levels. Yep. What is credit, splinter shards, and dark energy crystals? They seem important to the game. Ooh, okay. Well, let's practice for me how well I can explain this. So credits allow people to bring in outside capital. So you can actually use, depending on where you are, you can actually use like a credit card, right? And buy credits in the game. And like every credit is worth 0.1 cent, right? So 10 credits is a penny. So if you want, you could use, you know, you could bring in fiat through the credit system and then go buy cards, right? Or buy whatever you need, buy, rent cards. DEC is the in-game currency. So, you know, we talk about this quite frequently. You can see here that DEC is supposed to trade similarly to credits, right? It's supposed to trade at 1,000 DEC to $1. Credits is the same thing, 1,000 credits per dollar. So like basically if you swipe your credit card, and you put $1 into the game, they will give you 1,000 credits. So DEC similarly should be at PEG, that's going to be the value. But DEC, because there's so much out there, there's like 5.4 billion. It is below PEG, meaning that there's actually a discount. So if you were to go and use other crypto, bring it into the ecosystem through Hive Engine, through the game, or whatever the case is, and buy things with DEC, you'd be getting like a 20% discount right now, right? Because it should, like, this is DEC 1,000 per whatever. So right now it's 1,000 per 80 cents rather than 1,000 per dollar. So that's what DEC is. You know, you can earn DEC in the game if you, well, actually, let's come back to that. SPS is the governance token. All right, so there's only 3 billion that'll ever be minted. What you can do with SPS is, well, it's required for earning rewards in the game. You have to stake some SPS in order to earn both Glint, which is kind of like the, you know, the not in-game currency. Man, there's a lot of stuff. It is confusing. But you have to stake SPS in order to earn SPS, in order to earn rewards in the game. Now, the cool thing about SPS is that, unlike DEC, which is, you know, you can mint as much as you want, SPS, there will only ever be 3 billion SPS. And so this whole like flywheel effect is you can burn SPS for DEC. So far we've minted like 57, almost 57% of SPS. And of that 57%, we've burned 4.2. And the whole concept here is like, once DEC is at peg, we'll probably end up burning a lot more SPS. The company will like buy SPS off the market and burn it for DEC. There's a lot of DEC sinks in the game, right? A lot of things to burn DEC for, whether that is participating in tournaments, participating in guilds, participating in the marketplace, right? There's a fee from the market that actually that gets burned, or a portion of the fee that gets burned. So hopefully that makes sense. I know it's a lot. Don't think about vouchers right now because they don't mean anything, thankfully. Definitely rent the cards first to try them out. We had an aggro, but he exists. We did have an aggro. Aggro, or Aggie as we call him, was the previous CEO of the company. But he's moved on to focusing on like the sister company, Invenium, and they're building out a couple other games on the Hive, or in the Hive ecosystem as well. There's like a kart racing game similar to Mario Kart type of thing, and then I think there's a sports game, which meh, and they're talking about like a casino style game coming soon. How many ranks are there? I don't understand the question. Sorry. Yeah, so when you go into the game, there's like different leagues, but honestly they don't mean that much. They just kind of like, it's just like where you're at. There's no limitations on, you know, what you get, or how much you can earn and stuff like. I mean, yes, there are, right? You have to get the higher your rating, and you'll see that, you know, listed here. The higher your rating, you know, it's like your rating cubed, part of this whole complex algorithm or whatever, and that helps to determine your reward. So obviously, the higher you are, the more rewards that you can earn, or the more glint that you can earn. And then you take that glint and you can, you know, go to a little shop page here and buy some stuff, which I have 38,000 glint. So you know what? Let's spend some, because what I took in from this season, I was able to get my epic draws batch 1 all the way through. But let's buy 200 of these cards now, since we have 30,000. I don't know, maybe they'll help me. And skip. Oh, I skipped the whole damn thing. Okay. Well, actually, you know, it doesn't really matter. Oh, no, never mind. Just took a minute to pop up. I mean, even though I don't get anything exciting from here, I don't know why. I just still like opening them. So 200 means that I should have roughly 4 gold foils. I don't think I've seen a single one come through so far. And I didn't use the potion. Otherwise, it would be higher, right? Since I think it's 2%, you can increase it to 4%. There's one. Oh, lots to go here. I think we're halfway. I'll be honest, I'm getting a little bit bored. There's just too many of these cards. And the thing is, as you get to higher levels, it just takes so many of them to level up. Like to go from level 7 to 8 is, I think, like 70 cards. Am I crazy? I think I only saw one gold foil, so my RNG is not great. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm getting a little bit bored. Let's just skip this. Okay, so what we'll do, let me go to items first, and then I'll check out the reward card tracker. I see Vet here in the house suggesting that too. What's up, Vet? Good to see you. We're going to take a look at that in just a minute. So common cards. So most of these are at level 7. The only one I have, Urjok Brave and Chaos Evoker at level 8, and then Urjok Elder. So let's see if getting these cards helps me get any of the other ones to level 8. 1, 2, 3. So oh, we got Martoran Trader to level 8. Let's see what was the benefit here. So from level 7 to level 8 at 1 extra health. Nah. Oh, we got Tokatag Conscript to level 8. Luchim Demon. So, you know, we're slowly and steadily getting there. Let's take a look at this real quick. So, tools, Soulbound Monitor. Sound. All right, so commons, we are officially over 50%. I don't know what it was last time I checked. I think it was like 49. So we're now over 50%. I have another 200 in this batch to go. There might be some others that I open if I'm able to get into Diamond 2, Diamond 1 with those random chests. But our progress has been fantastic. Epics, we're about halfway to at 49%. Rares, still lagging, but I have not bought any rare chests yet so far this season. And then legendaries, I'm just avoiding for now. If I get them in random chests, then that's fine. G Sammy says, can you earn something as a free-to-play player and then buy cards with the earnings? So G Sammy, at this point in time, no, but the team is working on a free-to-play version of the game in which you'll be able to buy cards. They won't be NFTs, but you'll be able to play the game and expand, like essentially what I just did, expand your collection from purely free-to-play. So I don't know what that looks like in terms of timing. My guess is that it's coming in the very near future. And when I say very near future, I would say like between now and January, so like 2 months. So I would keep an eye out for that. But yeah. I mean, I don't know. You know what? I'm saying in the next 2 months, maybe I'm just being a little optimistic here. My guess is that okay, the latest that it would come will probably be like April of next year. But I guess the reason I'm saying between now and January is because if we're looking at like land, for example, as something that they want to get out, I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at this from like a priority standpoint too, because obviously this new player experience thing is something that the team has been wanting to do for a while. Hardcore mode, they prioritize it over Glamour. I thought that was coming out this year. So it's like Land's coming out next year. Glamour's coming out next year. They want to wrap this stuff into a mobile app, right? So that once it's free to play and, you know, the VNX battles are done. So that's kind of why I'm thinking January. But again, I have no idea. So the reason is because if they were to do it by January, that would give them another 2 months, 2.5 months or so until April to figure out all of the other ways to like wrap it into mobile. But all of this is just a guess. Brandon says also DEC SPS is close to 0.01 again. Time for more DEC to SPS for me. You may have covered this earlier. No, I haven't, but I know that you track that, and you know, might be time to load up on some SPS. I mean, when you think about it, you know, just in general, this could be an interesting time to load up on alts. If you believe that Bitcoin's going to start doing its thing very soon. Again, Bitcoin might be the move and then you load into alts later, but I think some of these alts are going to start to ride with Bitcoin slightly. So therefore, I wouldn't be surprised. So for example, we've seen SPS as high as like 0.0088, right? And we're at like 0.00 8 right now or something like that, or close. Basically, what my point is that let's say Bitcoin gets up into the 70s, maybe hits a new all-time high, starts moving. I wouldn't be surprised if in that time, and this is pre-alt season, right? Pre that time, we see SPS move to that like 0.0088 again, which is kind of like a 10% move. So you miss that 10% swing right there. That being said, is the swing better on Bitcoin? Probably, but I'm not a trader. I buy and hold, so it is what it is. Vlogging says, I also spent my glint today. After the season, I will still buy some full first patches, but then I have decided it's worth anymore since many are max or very close. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get, I think, like 90% of the way there with commons, and then I'll start focusing on the other rarities. Once I'm 90%, I assume I'll be able to open up some of the I'll be able to open up like those random chests throughout the season, and that'll get me the final way there. Maybe 90% is too small. Maybe like 95%. We'll see. So, and same thing or similar thing with rares. At that point, I'll start making a more concerted effort to go after epics and finally legendaries. Brandon says, the only free-to-play making money these days would be scholars, but they have a lot of expertise, experience, and time commitment. Yeah, true. True. All right, guys. I know I've only been on for an hour, but I want to try and stick to it today. I got a lot that I'm trying to figure out or get done, not figure out, before the day is done. And then tomorrow, I should be live at some point, similar timing-wise. And I don't know. Maybe we'll go live in the evening. Let's see. Hold up. 1-5. Oh dang. Okay, hold on. So it looks like I'm going to be a little busier tomorrow morning. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to be live not tomorrow morning, but maybe like roughly around the same time as today, a little bit in the afternoon, and then I got to go figure out how to vote. So I'm gonna have to do that in the afternoon. But yeah, guys, be safe, have fun. I'll put out some more content later today, some other ideas and ramblings in my mind as that goes along. What we could do tomorrow is potentially go live once the Hall of Legends stuff goes live. But then on Wednesday, that's the one that I kind of want to see how things shake out. So there's two things I want to do with the auction promo. I want to be live when it first goes live, just to see how quickly the price gets run up. And then I want to be live, if possible, at the end of that. So let's go to auction here. So it's going to be in 1 day and 22 hours. So hold on, if I'm doing the math right. 18 minutes, 22 hours. So that's going to be noon my time. Is that noon my time? On Wednesday. Okay, so this is noon my time on Wednesday that it goes live. And then the following day, I guess it'll be Thursday at 1 p.m. is when, because it's 25 hours, right? Will be when it ends, the first one. So that's the rough schedule for right now, for anybody that is, wondering when I'll be live. Get to the vote place early. We'll see. Well, if I want to stream tomorrow, I'm busy all morning tomorrow, and then if I want to stream tomorrow, then maybe we'll just do an evening stream. Are you guys okay with that? Should we follow the election? I'm gonna have my popcorn ready. I'm gonna be hunkered down at home, have my popcorn ready, and see what goes on. But we'll see how tomorrow plays out. So I don't know about tomorrow. We'll figure that out as we go along, just because I just got something put on my calendar for the morning. But we'll figure something out. And then Wednesday, Thursday for the auctions, that's when I'm planning to stream. Why not just stream the whole 25 hours? It would be epic. Well, because I gotta eat, sleep, and do a bunch of other stuff. But maybe we'll see. No, probably not. You guys are awesome though. This is fun. I will catch you all soon. Have an amazing rest of your week if I don't speak to you then. But as I said, everybody stay safe. Don't get too crazy with it. And yeah, catch y'all later. Peace.